Long March 2C, LM-2C. The Long March 2C, also known as the Chang Zheng 2C, CZ-2C, is a Chinese orbital launch vehicle, part of the Long March 2 LM-2 rocket family. Developed and manufactured by the China Academy of Launch Vehicle Technology, CALT, the Long March 2C made its first launch on September 9, 1982. The Long March 2C is a Chinese two-stage medium-lift launch vehicle with storable propellants, consisting of dinitrogen tetroxide, commonly referred to as nitrogen tetroxide, NTO, and unsymmetrical dimethylhydrazine, UDMH. The launch vehicle was derived from the Dong Feng 5, DF-5, Intercontinental Ballistic Missile, ICBM. It is an improved design based on the Long March 2 carrier rocket and is currently mainly used to launch low Earth orbit, LEO, and Sun synchronous orbit, SSO, satellites, with a maximum payload capacity of 4.3 tons, 9,480 pounds. The Long March 2C carrier rocket is the basic model for many conventional liquid propellant carrier rockets in China. Based on the technology of the Long March 2C, the Long March 2E, LM-2E, Long March 2F, LM-2F, and Long March 3, LM-3 series carrier rockets have been developed. Since its successful maiden flight on September 9, 1982, the Long March 2C and its improved versions have been in service for over 40 years. It is China's longest-serving launch vehicle and the only one in the Long March series capable of launching satellites in a low Earth orbit, Sun synchronous orbit, geosynchronous transfer orbit, GTO, and highly elliptical orbit, HEO. Launch methods include single satellite launch, tandem parallel dual satellite launch, parallel 3-satellite launch, and side-mounted multi-satellite launch. It is China's most flexible and versatile launch vehicle. On November 26, 1975, the Long March 2 rocket, developed by the China Academy of Launch Vehicle Technology, successfully sent a satellite into its predetermined orbit for the first time, laying the foundation for China's conventional liquid propellant rockets. So, the model team immediately began to organize improvements to the design of the Long March 2 rocket, increasing its near-Earth orbit payload capacity from 1,800 kilograms, 3,968 pounds, to 2,500 kilograms, 5,512 pounds, while also significantly improving its reliability. The improved Long March 2 was given a new model name, Long March 2C. Since the Long March 2 was a launch vehicle based on the Dong Feng 5 missile, and the Long March 2C was more similar to the Dong Feng 5, Wang Yongzhi, the chief designer of the rocket system of China's manned space program, CMS, also known as Project 921, Long March 2F rocket, even bluntly stated that China's launch vehicles all started with the Dong Feng 5, and the Long March 2C itself is the Dong Feng 5. On September 9, 1982, the Long March 2C rocket made its maiden flight at the Jiuquan Satellite Launch Center, JSLC, successfully launching a recoverable satellite Fanhui Shi Weixing 0-4 FSW 0-4 and completing its first launch mission. On August 5, 1987, the Long March 2C rocket successfully launched China's 9th recoverable military satellite Fanhui Shi Weixing 0-9 FSW 0-9 and also carried 2 microgravity experimental devices developed by the French company Matra Aerospace. This was the first time that the Long March rocket had provided onboard services to foreign users. In the same year, after successfully launching China's 10th recoverable satellite Fanhui Shi Weixing 1-1 FSW 1-1, the Long March 2C was awarded the National Quality Gold Award by the China Association for Quality, CAQ. In April 1993, China and the United States signed a contract for the launch of the United States Communications Satellite Iridium, Original, using Chinese carrier rockets. To meet the contract requirements, an improved version of the Long March 2 CSD rocket was developed, capable of delivering a 1,500 kilograms, 3,307 pounds, payload to a low Earth orbit of 630 kilometers, 391 miles. This allowed for a 1-rocket, 2 satellites launch per mission, sending 2 Iridium satellites into their designated orbits. From December 1997 to June 1999, this rocket conducted 6 launches, launching a total of 12 satellites: 42, 44, 51, 61, 69, 71, 3, 76, 11A, 20A, 14A, and 21A, successfully completing the missions stipulated in the Iridium contract. In December 1998, due to its excellent past performance and 100% success rate, the Long March 2C rocket was awarded the High Quality Rocket Gold Medal by the former China Aerospace Science and Technology Corporation and received the first prize of the State Science and Technology Progress Award. On August 18, 2011, a Long March 2C rocket failed during the launch of the Shijian LM-2C SJ-1104 satellite. During the powered flight phase of the second stage, the connecting mechanism between vernier engine number 3 and the servo control mechanism of the second stage failed, which led to the loss of attitude control on the second stage. So, this was the first failure of the Long March 2C carrier rocket in its launch career. 7 classified suborbital launches, Wu-14 hypersonic strike vehicle, were conducted at the Taiyuan Satellite Launch Center, TSLC, on the following dates: January 9, 2014, August 7, 2014, December 2, 2014, June 7, 2015, August 17, 2015, November 23, 2015, and April 22, 2016. All 7 launches were apparently successful. On July 26, 2019, the Long March 2C rocket carried and verified China's aerodynamic grid fin-based first-stage re-entry control technology during the launch of the Yaogan 3007A, B, and C, YG 3007A, B, and C group satellites to help guide falling stages away from populated areas. The actual landing point deviated from the theoretical landing point by only 1.9 kilometers, 1.18 miles. On July 19, 2021, the Long March 2C rocket successfully carried and verified the supersonic deployment of the deceleration parachute for fairing re-entry control during the mission of the Yaogan 3010A, B, and C, YG 3010A, B, and C group satellite launch from the Xichang Satellite Launch Center, XSLC, to improve control of debris landing inland on potentially populated areas. This verified the key technology for fairing landing area control and marked the first time that a Chinese carrier rocket achieved a fairing landing with a parachute. China is studying using fully reusable rocket technology in the future. Several variants of the Long March 2C launch vehicle have been built, all using an optional third solid motor stage. 2CSD, first launched on September 1, 1997. It is a commercial satellite launcher, which is a parallel multi-satellite upper stage with a multi-satellite smart dispenser installed on the second stage of the Long March 2C rocket, allowing delivery of 2 satellites simultaneously. 2CSM, first launched in 2003. The upper stage is equipped with a solid rocket motor and is used to delivery of small satellites to high orbits. 2CSMA, first launched in 2008. It is equipped with an improved version of the smart dispenser and is a tandem multi-satellite upper stage. Depending on the size requirements of the payload, the Long March 2C can use fairings with diameters of 3.35 meters, 10 feet 11.89 inches, and 4.2 meters, 13 feet 9.35 inches. The 3.35 meter diameter fairing includes various lengths, while the 4.2 meter diameter fairing has gradually become the main type.